Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope you're doing great. So today I'm gonna be doing a reading on Kang and Kim Yoo. So let's get started. First I'm gonna ask about the energy of the connection right now. Okay guys, so right now there's not much connection going on between them. I just do see that like right now the energy of like right now it's that they're both of them are kind of in their own space, they're kind of focused on their own work and they don't really get to see each other right now. I just see that they're in their own space. Yeah, let me ask anything when it comes to this connection. Yeah, sometimes with this full energy they get to have their moment, or they get to have, for example, like maybe for example interact with one another, but it's only related to work with this Queen of Pentacles, guys. But let me ask what comes out for their future. Anything else? Yeah, they're resting, guys. They're focused on their career, they're kind of resting. But I do see that like overall with this angel of balance, like if they're connected to one another, it's gonna be very balanced. They get to like complement one another and they get to have their own share in this connection. So I'm gonna say that both of them are very responsible when it comes. They are going to be very responsible when it comes to this connection. Okay, I'm also going to ask about the next 6 months of this connection from the tarot cards. We got the World card. We got the Ace of Swords. the moon. Okay, guys, so overall, I'm gonna say that they're not gonna be that much around one another. I just see here that they're gonna be focused on their work, they're gonna be focused on their career, maybe like they're gonna be focused on their other connections. But with this moon card, I do say there's just so much like vagueness. There is going to be so much vagueness when it comes to this connection. So but with this Ace of Swords, I do see that there might be sometimes, for example, exchange of ideas or exchange of opinions when it comes to this connection. So, for example, they might, for example, because I just that they very much respect one another, so there's definitely going to be some like exchange of opinions, exchange of, for example, there's gonna be like conversations, but it's gonna be mostly related to work. Okay, and with this, like the world usually comes out when there's like traveling and so on. So I just said maybe they must be away from one another. But I do see that they're mostly going to be focused on their career. And with this Ace of Swords and the Moon, I do see that like most of their conversations is going to be about, for example, work or their opinions. It's not going to be that much about their personal life. It's going to be a very like serious sort of connection, like conversation. With this Ace of Swords and King of Swords, it's going to be very much about, oh, I think of this about this situation. How do you think about this? Or I think like this when it comes to what has happened in this industry. So it's gonna be a very like professional kind of conversation. But I do see that they're gonna respect each other's opinions and input a lot. And she's gonna be also like, he's also someone that's very direct and very like blunt when it comes to things. So if she like goes to him and asks him about certain things, he's gonna kind of answer it with no filter. So he's gonna be very like direct when it comes to things. So I do see that there is going to be like exchange of opinions and so on, but it's going to be mostly about work or about things that is outside of themselves. When it comes to themselves and their personal life, there's gonna be so much vagueness, guys. There might be so much like mystery, right? So they're not gonna share things with one another in that aspect. Yeah, and I do see that both of them are like, we got Fourth Source here and we got the Rest card here. So both of them are gonna rest. They're gonna be focused on resting. They're also gonna rest from so many of their like connections and so on, and also from this connection as well. But now I'm gonna also ask about how they feel toward one another. Okay, guys, I'm gonna ask it from other deck, like. Okay, how does Song Kang feels about her? Your drink. Okay, guys, so what I'm gonna say here is that he kind of sees her as like a co-worker with this Three of Pentacles, but also he sees her as a friend, as a like a close, like as a good friend. I can't say close friend, but as a good friend, someone that he can have fun with, someone that is chill, and this kind of like energy. And yeah, also like with this Magician card, I do see that he really like respects her. He really feels like she's like, she basically has it all with this Magician card, okay? And like he feels like she can manifest anything that she wants, that she's insanely talented, she has everything that someone needs to have, basically. This is how he sees her. Sometimes this Magician might be also about like manifesting someone, so it might refer to him trying to manifest her. But yeah, but from her side, it's mostly like professional. Like she mostly like sees him as like someone that she can work with, and also like someone that's very like professional. And with this King of Wands, I do see that sometimes she might feel like he's charismatic and so on. But with this Hierophant, I do see that, like I said, she really sees him as someone that can give really great advice. So a lot of times she goes to him and she's like, okay, could you give me your opinion about this certain thing? Because she sees him as the Hierophant. She sees him as someone that's very good, as someone that is wise and gives like great advice and so on. And I do see that, like, even though sometimes their opinions might be kind of like not the same, not similar. I just said with this Hanged Man in reversed, okay, he tends to help her a lot. Like he tends to help her see things in different perspectives, and also like even if she feels stuck, he kind of I just see that like he's overall someone that's very positive, okay? So usually he gets to make her see things from the brighter side, and like he knows how to motivate her is what I'm seeing here. So but overall I just see that she really like mostly like sees this connection as like co-workers, and like she also sees him as someone that like is really wise and gives like great advice. But he mostly like sees this connection as like friendship is what I'm seeing here. So yeah guys, this is what I got for this reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you like this, please subscribe to my channel, and I see you in the next video. So